Hello everyone. I am D.M.KALAI SELVI, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, R.M.D.K. Subject code 21 CS 502, Artificial Intelligence, 5th semester in the academic year 2023 to 24. In artificial intelligence, we are making the computer or a system to act like a human. So how we are taking decision is based upon the knowledge, whatever we are gaining from childhood till adult. Based upon that knowledge only we are taking decision. So we are going to make a system sense and collect the data and how to react, how to make decisions in situations. So for that we are giving some case studies. Based upon that only the system will get the knowledge to take it. So for getting the knowledge to the system, we have a separate part is called knowledge representation and proportional logic, predicate logic, first order logic. So many types of logics are there. First, we are going to see what is mean by a knowledge. Knowledge is just a facts or informations, whatever we are gaining through our experience or our educational skills. So how we are going to represent that knowledge. So representing information about the real world in some formal language. So it makes the system to learn from that knowledge and experience and to act intelligently like a human being. So for example, if you're taking a traffic signal traffic signal system, if the traffic signals acts like a AI, so based upon the quantity of the quantity of vehicles standing in the waiting in the road, based upon that it will give a red signal or green signal or yellow signal. So the sensing work will be done by the AI system, and how to take decision is become it will, for that it will ask for the knowledge base. So the knowledge base will act like a brain. So what's the general rule for a red signal? If there is no vehicle in the road, then you have to give red signal. Sorry, if there is a if the pedestrians wants to cross the road and if there's a vehicle, then we have to give the red signals. So if you want to green signal, then what does it means? There should not be no pedestrian and only the vehicle can move. If it is an yellow signals, then the red pedestrian, then the vehicle which are at the waiting in the red signal are getting ready. So the next signal will be the green, they can move on. So the data will be available in the knowledge base, and based upon the sense data, so the machine will sense the data and the knowledge whatever are available in the system brain. So the knowledge base will be the system brain. It will take decision which signal has to be done. So this is the knowledge, how we are going to, this is the way we are going to make the system to work. So techniques used for knowledge representation is propositional logic, first order logic, rule-based system, semantic networks, frames, and scripts. First, we are going to see propositional logic. So we are going to represent the facts whether it will have only two ways, either true or false. For example, if you're taking there are 7 days in a week, we can say either yes or no. We will be getting only Boolean answers. So if you are taking 3 plus 3 equal to 7, either it will be true or it will be false. So we can say the statement like propositional logic is also called as a Boolean logic, and it will works on zeros and 1. So 0 means true, 1 means false. Suppose some statements other than this, how are you, what is your name, what are you doing, how is the weather? So these kind of statements, we can't say it in a propositional logic. So these are the questions we can't do it here. So the symbols and characters, whatever you can used in propositional logic is alphabets for symbols and for connectives, and symbol or symbol, negation, by connectivity, imply symbol. So for conjunction, so it works like a AND gate. Disjunction works like a OR gate. Negation, so works like a NOT gate. conditional. If then, that is, if in the left side you will be having certain condition. If that condition passes, then the right side you have some work, it will work. It has to done. So it will work like a if then condition. Biconditional is both the condition, left and right side, both the conditional, only if it is true, it will work. For example, if you are taking Peter can play tennis. If this, I am taking this the entire statement as P. If I'm going to do the negation of this, then means the opposite one. Peter can play tennis can be write the negation as Peter cannot play tennis. Next is and gate. So that is I'm going to combine the P statement along with the another statement. So Peter can play tennis and badminton. Next is OR gate. Peter can play tennis or badminton. Next is if-else conditions. If Peter can play tennis, then he can play badminton. Next, biconditional. Peter can play tennis if and only if he can play badminton. So in this way, a single statement we can see the variation of it using the connectives. Corresponding truth table for it. So this is a similar truth table we are learning from since your school days. Two variables means we will have the combination of its inputs, Boolean inputs, either two true, two false, and one here, one true, false, true, and false. So if it is an AND gate, both the conditions are true, then only it will be true. Otherwise, it will be false. If it is or either one is true in the input, it will be true, other it will be false. Implies. So if it is true, then it will work. If it is only if the if part is true, it will work. If the if part is false, it won't work. Then biconditional. Biconditional means both the inputs should be same. Then it will be true. If one of the input is false, then it will be false. Negation will be the opposite of the input. So if it is true, it will be false. Next, we are going to see first order logic. In first order logic, we can only represent the facts which are either true or false, right? So suppose proportional logic is not sufficiently expected to represent the following statements like some humans are intelligent. In the like of statement, we can't say yes or no. So in some that cases, we are going for the extension of it. So first order logic is capable of expressing facts about some or all objects in the universe. So first order logic is also called as predicate logic. So the previous topic we have seen proportional logic. So proportional logic will work only for either true or false. But first order logic will come into picture when we are going to see for the variables like few, some, all, like that. So in that case, that is the sentence which cannot give the answers like yes or no. So that kind of sentence we are going for first order logic. So first order logic is also known as predicate logic. So it is actually an extension of predicate proportional logic. So first order logic is also called as predicate logic or first order predicate logic. So actually it develops the information about the objects in more easier way, and it can able to express the relationship between the objects. So in first order logic, we have some key terms. In proportional logic, we have characters and variables. Here you have variables, that is only objects. So the objects can be any alphabets A and B like that, or any people, Peter, like name you have mentioned right in proportional logic, the same way, number, colors, anything we can assume as a objects. Relation, it can work like unary relations. N relation means unary, binary, ternary. Many relations are possible here. and that corresponding you can have a function also. So it's actually a natural language. So we have syntax and semantics. Syntax, what it will be do is how the statement we have to going to frame. That will be called as a syntax. So syntax of first order logic determines which collection of symbols in a logical expression in first order logic. Some examples of constants. Here, constants I can use names or numbers or alphabets. Variables, variables means the values are going to varying. Predicates, functions, connectives, equality, and quantifier. Next, we are going to see atomic sentences. So, atomic sentences are formed from a predicate symbol followed by parentheses with a sequence of terms. For example, if you are taking Ravi and Ajay are brothers. So, this is a first order logic term. So, here I am taking brother as a relation. Ajay and the Ravi will be the corresponding objects. So, Ravi and Ajay or brothers will be converted like brother as a relation. You can say it as a predicate, and Ravi and Ajay will be their objects. Chinky is a cat. Cat will be considered as a relation and Chinky will be the name. So Chinky is a cat, is a relation. So the complex sentences here will be divided into atomic sentences they are going to connect with the connective. So subject, so this is now our normal natural language like English, we have the term like subjects and predicates. So the first header of the sentence will be the subject and the remaining part will be the predicate. X is an integer. So X will be the subject and X will be the subject and is an integer will be the predicate. Thank you.